Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Everyone's, we are back. Black and all that, y'all. Hopefully everybody had a good Mother's Day yesterday. Let me take this off the screen so you can see our beautiful, beautiful faces. And here we be. Get you some, get into it. And all that, okay. What's going on, CM, baby? What
Yeah.
Mizzle call it? Black Bravo Entertainment, BBE. I thought he was saying BBC at first. I would say I love that too. Yeah, equal opportunities around here.
Yeah.
Miss Hart say I'm wrapping up my day right now so I can come hang out. Yes, because we finna kiki about these damn housewives and this damn Summer House Martha. I just told Mizzle if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't keep reviewing this Summer House Martha video because they pissed me out. What's up, baby bro? Liver of life.
Hello, how you doing?
Two things first before we get into it. Hopefully everybody had a good Mother's Day yesterday. Chai, as luck would have it, my ass, me and my best friend went out and we celebrated our Mother's Day on Saturday night. And what's crazy, I did the 23andMe, the health analysis, basically letting you know like what health traits you have. What's going on, Renee? Boo, that's my big sis right there.
Hey,
Let
Renee,
you know basically like what kind of genetic traits you have and what things you're more prone to and susceptible to have, blah, 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 blah. One of the things it said in my ancestry is that, well, in my genetic making is that I can't break down alcohol good, right? Which makes sense because every time after I drink liquor, I get sick. But when I drink wine, I'm good. So like I said, me and my best friend go out Saturday. I have 2 glasses I had an espresso martini, and then I think I had some other big ass drink, but I just know it was like vodka on top of vodka on top of vodka in it. I woke up yesterday morning in hell. I know I lost at least about good 3-4 pounds. That might be TMI, but your girl is feeling real skinty. You know what I'm saying? Feeling real skinty. What Liver of Life say? Hold up. Looking good. What's his name? His name is called Olo Dubare, okay? His name is called the universe. His name is called Ashe, okay? It is called getting one, okay? The F and F glow going on. That's just all it is. You know what I'm saying? Hair is just moisturized. Face
Yes.
getting smaller, waist getting smaller, booty getting bigger, cookie getting juicy. It's just that's what happens when you become one with you. But anyways, how was your Mother's Day, Mizzle? Because I'm talking too much. I just missed everybody. How was your Mother's Day?
Monday was good. I went to see my mom yesterday, and we had a good time. We stayed in the house, ate some food. We drank some Moscato.
What y'all eat?
We ate some baked fish, some baked mac and cheese, some yellow rice, and some what's it called? Lentil beans, lima beans, I think.
You know it's him. That's the
Yeah,
F and F
it
club.
was good. It was nice, good, and we drank some Moscato, so we had a good time. I was
What
there.
is your ethnicity? Are you like of a not regular black? And I know that sounds real ignorant to say, but there's Nigerian that you know what I mean?
Yes, I am. Yes, go to the plate. Yes, I'm
That's what I'm saying.
American, born and raised in America and everything, but my family got a background in southern background, South Carolina. And everything.
Okay, because when you said the yellow rice and the beans and the baked fish, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes, that's it.
I didn't know if it was giving West Indian vibes, what was going on, but I could, yes. Go
Yeah.
ahead, send the plate down here to Texas while you sending, baby, come and send my way. Okay. But I'm drinking on some 7-Up tonight because again, a bitch stomach is messed up. What you drinking on? What you got in that red cup, Mizzle?
I gotta refill my cup right now. Gotta get some juices on soda real quick. Hold up, y'all.
He
Right
said
there.
Nigerian. You love us. Listen. I do, but it's scary, Live of Life. It's scary. And I could say the Nigerian, because, I seen this Nigerian man the other day. Oh, I mean, when I tell you he looked like he was made of the African dirt because he was so chocolate and just so looked like he'd been packing logs his whole life. I mean, his shoulders, everything about him just said, "Oh wow, wow," just beautiful motherland. But you could tell he was crazy though. You could tell he was crazy. I could see that look in his eye, and he was looking at me too. And something about me, I tend to attract crazy niggas, and I could tell from the look in his eye. I wouldn't even want to put that thing on him because then he get real crazy. I know you keep you some good gin gel. Okay, bitch, Brene gonna keep her some good gin gel. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He couldn't be a Nigerian from Nigeria though. Did that make sense?
Yeah, because
Okay, he gotta be Americanized because them Nigerians from Nigeria, y'all is crazy. Okay, but look, y'all, we finna get into it. We don't want to hold y'all up. Y'all already know we is here for tonight. We are here to go over the review for Real Housewives of Atlanta and Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Okay, this is season 15, episode 2 of the Housewives, and season 1, episode 2 of Martha. I can't have a hug. I said the real country of Summer House, right? Martha's Vineyard. Okay, now we're gonna get into the Housewives first and foremost before we get into anything at all. It's all in the eye. I'm just saying, it's all. That's what Bondi be saying. It's all in the eyes. You can tell when they crack. It's a African aggression, and it be a whole lot of aggression. I can't tell if you serious or if you fussing at me, and I got a problem with that. You know, I got like an authority disorder of some kind, meaning you can't talk to me crazy authoritatively. You know, I'm just saying, and I can't tell. He said, please, I'm Americanized. And I still see that's the whole thing. Are you first generation? You second generation? You still got that thick bloodline, which means you won't choke a bitch, but you might just shake the shit out of it just to get your point across. It ain't nothing wrong with shaking the shit out of somebody. I just can't take it because I'm gonna swing back at your ass, and we just gonna be two bitches fighting. But y'all look, whooping that bitch like I can Tina. Shoot. First of all, I want to apologize if y'all hear my fan. I feel like the air conditioner is messing up in this house, and it would make sense because we getting ready to move out. Hence the boxes that you see back there. So don't come for me, come for your mama. Okay. Speaking of which, I got an Amazon wish list up. If you would like to contribute in any way, shape, form, or matter to the new place, okay, I'm gonna give y'all the Amazon wish list. Okay, look at all that, just packing up. Okay, so first and foremost, he said, and I'm just saying, come on, new place. When I tell you, it's gonna be a whole new. I don't even want to get into it because I'm in a good place right now mentally. But yes, it's on the way. It's coming, and thank you, God. Okay. Yes. So the Housewives picked up where it left off. Okay, where it continued at Ross's party, where Candy and Bobblehead was getting into it. We're gonna call her Bobblehead. Okay, her name is Courtney, but she came in hot. Okay, she came in bucking, doing all this and shit. I didn't like that either, and I could see why Candy got upset with her, and Candy had to, Candy said she was finna headbutt the bitch and all that. So when it came to that, we had that going on, as well as you had Kenya, Sheree, and their friend, all of that going on as well. So you had two different whole scenarios going on. What I didn't like was, well, I take that back. What I did like, after everything sort of calmed down, whatnot, when they took Candy backstage, Sonya came back. She had on a new outfit. She was like, new outfit, new change of mood, da 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 da. First of all, I thought that was cute as hell because, of course, if you're hosting a party, you always want to have an outfit change. But I liked how as soon as they got to talking about drama, Sonya got up and was like, all right, y'all, I'm out. I'm not going to do that. It's my husband's party. It's about him. Y'all handle this. I'm out. I was here for it. But what you got to say about that whole scenario with Bobblehead and then with Sheree and Martell. Go ahead and lead us into the Sheree and Martell. Give your take on it, boo boo.
That Klaus Chase chick. Yes, it's like doing all that. I said she's very animated. First of all, the fuck before you to say you was a clout chaser, yes you were, because you used the Candy's name as your beef, or some freaking dumbass beef, because it was like, what beef do you have, girl? It wasn't even necessary.
In the first place, there was no issue.
Like, you was confusing as hell, and it's the fact that no one, every one of us who reviewed this show was on one accord with you, girl. That means you showed up wrong. Period. And you mean everyone was 100% on the same side. Usually people had different opinions, but when everybody's on the same accord about you, that means you came off wrong. And you know how Fatoon was last season. Like, she came off all right, but then she's doing too much. Now she's not on the show anymore. Now you coming on hot and nobody agree with you, then you won't be here anymore either, girl. So you must get out of here.
No, and it's like like when Candy said on her speak on it last week, Candy was a setup. So she knew what she was doing when she was coming in there. And again, anybody who's new on the show know you got to cause a ruckus in order to stay around and to be seen and to get some camera time and all that. She was all about the clout chase when she came in there. There was no reason whatsoever for her to, and then try to play victim afterwards. Like, I didn't do anything. I didn't see anything. And another thing that was irritating me, when she found out that her and Ralph was cousin, he's literally my cousin. I was like, bitch, so what? Nobody care.
I was like, oh,
I don't care. Ain't nobody asked you that. What that got to do with any goddamn thing?
Your father, sister, grand aunt. I'll say whatever. Y'all got so many titles. There's something going on.
Now, aside, when you get to Sheree and Martell and the whole Kenya situation, the thing that irritated me about this is that shit happened to I don't know when it happened. According to Martell's IG, this was August of 2020. We don't know exactly what date it was when Kenya got whatever message she got. My whole thing was, how many times had you seen Sheree afterwards that you couldn't have said anything to her? Why would you wait when you're now in this setting to say something? Oh yeah, and by the way, and then on top of that, you don't even have the text message that he sent.
Okay, so my thing is, I feel like it was multiple DMs that he sent Kenya, and I feel like the one that she had is the one that he deleted. The one that he had, she probably deleted herself, because she never sent her the message. So maybe she was like, the one that she had was the one he actually did delete. And he didn't want to show that one because the other one that he had was an old tweet. He probably sent another tweet to her, and that was a tweet that she was talking about that he deleted, that she never responded to, everything. So I feel like, yes, she never responded to him, and I felt like the reason why she didn't say anything at first, because I agree with CM, is that because she and Martell wasn't official. And you know how Sheree flipped things on, because when Martell, if Martell would have said something first to Sheree, she would have believed she would have believed him. It came out of Kenya. They said, "Why you didn't tell me? You're not supposed to be my friend." You know how she just flipped on last season,
right?
She flipped on you real quick on a man. So Sheree does that. So it was like, I feel like Kenya had to say something, even though I wouldn't say anything. But I was like, you know what? Maybe she should have to say something, because he would have flipped it on her and made it seem like Kenya was a thirst bucket and coming after him, and instead he was coming after her. Whatever the tension was, whether he was flirting or not, and everything, I feel like Martell, I believe he was trying to flirt somewhat, not just to Kenya, to different people who say who will bite the bullet, and Sheree is the one who bite the bullet. And I feel like that's the reason why it happened. And I would say, yes, it was 2 years ago. I said, yeah, that's crazy. But at the end of the day, she didn't allow him. He did DM her. And you're trying to say that he didn't DM her. You DM her. Whatever you was trying to flirt with Kenya or not, you did that. You did. Whether it was 2 years ago, 6 months ago, you did it. And everything. So I feel like that's what she had to say something.
But again, Tracy just said, what Tracy just say, Kenya seen Sheree at the reunion last year. She could have said he was in my DMs then. Even if before, I feel like, honestly, I feel like Kenya wanted to keep that in her pocket just for the few, if anything were to ever come up, I just want to keep this in my pocket, just so I can have a reason to have a discussion about this, or blah 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 blah. Because otherwise, again, why not screenshot the message that he sent? I get that you don't want to accept it, because again, I have DMs in my shit now that you don't accept. But why not say something to Sheree? Why wait? Y'all in the same city. Go to, all y'all do is go out and eat and get dressed up and go eat. So y'all done ran into each other a couple times before. Why say something now? And y'all talk before y'all get ready to film.
I don't know. Maybe she felt like her Sheree and him was official until they made it official that time when she saw him at the party. She said, let me tell you this. It's like that. So I feel like,
thank you.
Even
why let your friends start a relationship with somebody?
But I feel like so much before and they had a conversation, but I don't think she was like, she put it like and said, you know what? Y'all was official, so I didn't think about it then. But now you say it's official. Let me let you know now before somebody comes to you and say
exactly. If that's your friend, if that's your friend, why would you even want your quote unquote friend to even be involved with a nigga like that? That's just me though. I can't speak for nobody else, but
was business. So I feel like even if Kenya said it or not, she still would have been with Martell no matter what. So I feel like, yes, would I say something? No, I wouldn't say nothing, because I was saying, you know what? Even to be honest, Ken ain't really making a big deal. It was Sheree put it off there, even though she said she heard it before, she saw it before. So I said, so what was all this theatrics, bring him over and all that stuff like that? If you already seen the text messages, I feel like you did not see it, and you trying to say
she didn't see. Now that part she lied about. Yeah, when they were at the warehouse or whatnot talking. Yeah, Sheree completely lied about that. You could tell by her mannerism, the way she was talking. She lied. She did not see no text message or none of that before. She found out about it that night at the party when the rest of us found out about it. Like, Sheree, girl, stop. Another thing before we get into off of this, I want Candy to throw away that fucking fro wig. The wig of her in the confessional with that big ass fro, throw it away. I don't like that fro. I don't like that Black Panther shit she got going on in her head. It don't look right on her. I'm sorry, you can't do everything. Mind you, he didn't claim on Huntsville. No, he didn't. What woman dates Martell? He broke, small, loafer wearing, obsessed. Yes, he is. All that. She by no such thing like.
Well, she got an audacity to lie.
Girl.
Yeah, so I was like, girl, you kept it really hard, like Katie said on Twitter. You kept it real hard for this guy. And you say, oh, I heard about before, there's no big deal. I said, there's no big deal, so why was all this for? What was all this? I was like,
I just want to see a She by Sheree jogging suit. I don't give a damn if you got it next to Tabitha Brown in Target, bitch. Give me a tracksuit, a sock, a keychain, a headband, a sweatband, or something, a scrunchie, a bow red, something, girl. Give me something. So next thing we move on, we got Drew at home with the family, with Ralph and all their kids. Ralph kind of fine, but he definitely gives fuckboy energy. He gives big fuckboy energy to me. Yes, I heard I did hear that Martell got some meat, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised to have some meat just because he's a fuck nigga. And you know, a lot of these fuck niggas, it's fuck niggas and broke niggas that always got good dick.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, last season when they were trying to have a little porno session on him, or that freaking erotic session with him showing his bulge when he getting dressed. Yeah, so you know he's packing a little bit and stuff like that. And you know he gives that. Ooh. So I was like, okay, whatever. That's all he could give. That's all he gave. Now, for sure, how you feel like? Did you feel like King was putting on 10 when the interaction between her and Martell, or you feel like Martell was overreacting and doing the most? Because I feel like King didn't made it a big deal till he went on and flipped off for her and cussing her out and everything. That's when she started going on. So I was like, because she didn't really make it a big deal. She said, okay. I mean, first he denied it. And then he had a text. So I said, what is it? And then trying to low-key call her hoe. So like that, set to everybody DMs like that. We all clocked it. We know what the hell you were saying. And he didn't go off. So I said she didn't go off, just go off on him just like that. Everybody made it seem like Kenya was all over his face saying, "You bitch," and she wasn't doing all that. He was doing the most. Now you feel about that?
Kenya is the type to gaslight a situation, and then when it comes back on her ass, she can play the victim like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Again, I say, why even bring it up in the first place? If you was going to bring it up, you'd have brought it up when it happened a long time ago, or you'd have brought it up before they started filming, because they speak and they've spoken a numerous of times where she could have brought that up. That's what I feel like, number one, about the whole situation. When it comes to Martell, I do feel like Sheree bought Martell over basically to kind of, well, this is my man, and if you're saying this about him, quite honestly, something I would do if I were with my man and another female is coming to me, well, your man sent me this and he sent me this and blah, 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 blah. First of all, it depends on when it goddamn happened, because if it was before me, I wouldn't give two shits. If it was before me, that's number one. Now, if it's in Sheree's case, she has to save face. So I'm gonna bring him over and I'm gonna let him, defend himself, whoop de whoop, yada yada yada. Now, I feel like Kenya got offended when he did say, well, you can go look at her DMs right now. She probably done accepted everybody's DM. I feel like Kenya got offended by that, which what he said, yes, we did clock it. It was wrong. But Kenya put 1,000 on 10 when it went from, excuse me, what did you say to this beautiful black queen standing before you? Are you serious? And then to go after him and to be in his face, and then to be blah 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 here with it, and then him being the fuck boy he is, you not apologizing nothing that he did whatsoever. But it's like, what he said pissed you off, then you going back at him, and then you get mad when he comes back at you. It's like, y'all both are fucking wrong. Like, you shouldn't have brought up the whole situation. Yes, he shouldn't have offended you, but at the same time, what he said, like Sheree said, I wouldn't have gave two shits what he said, especially if the shit ain't true. You can't piss me off. I mean, you can't piss me off with a goddamn offend me with some shit that's not true and it's a goddamn lie. You can't offend me and piss me off with that. But again, I felt like Kenya wanted that moment. Kenya liked to be, she's gone with the wind fabulous, and she's going to play it up. And I don't like how Kenya automatically says that every man that comes back and defends her is aggressive. I don't goddamn like that. When Ross stood up for Sonya, when she brought that up, that was not him being aggressive. That was him being passionate, letting you know you can come at all these other hoes like that, but when it comes to my wife, we not gonna do that. And I was 100% with Ross when he did that, because that's what a man is supposed to do when he's standing up for his wife and his family. But for her to then go and then say that Ross was aggressive, I don't agree with that shit, because to me, a lot of times men can be passionate and aggressive. I mean, can be passionate, and some people can see that as being aggressive, just like women can be passionate and they can flip and say, oh, well, she being a bitch because she's being passionate about some shit. I don't think you need to label every man as being aggressive or abusive because they stand up for something. That's how I feel. But Kenya is.
Yeah, I feel that, yes, they get up in the face and everything. I don't agree with that either. But I feel like she did all that because not only he said that, he also cursed at her too. So it was like that part was also there as well. And what Ross, yeah, I do agree that I didn't like how he stood up and said everything, but I would not call him aggressive. I feel like he was defending his wife, so I wouldn't go that far. I mean, person who you I tell you coming to attacking in on that. So I don't feel like Ross was aggressive. So I wouldn't label him as the person like she labeled him as was. But Martell, we've seen it before. He does this numerous times with women. So he deserved that title. Now, was he abusive at you at the point? No, he was abusive at that point, but he was aggressive.
Yes.
He was definitely that. And he showed us that numerous of times, how he come at the women. So that's not the first time, especially when he get caught in a lie and he can't defend himself. He attacks aggressively. So
I agree with what Tracy said. Martell is, but not with her at that moment. I don't feel like he was being aggressively abusive towards her in that moment. I don't feel like he was. I feel like, again, Kenya gaslit the situation to then And then on top of that, she was cussing at him too. It's like you
yeah, after he came out and cursed at her first. So he did it first and then she came back at them. So yes, they both was wrong.
they
But
were
I feel
both
like
wrong. But
I feel like yes, he escalated it to the point because she didn't really took it that serious. He the one who get offended at first. So like that. So I feel like yes, he was a little on one at first with her. And when he was on like when he was doing too much physically, no. But verbally, yes, he got too hyped.
Yeah. And I do feel like he was hyped because he obviously got caught in a lie. So obviously when you get caught in a lie, you're gonna pussy pop and backpedal your way up out of that. Yeah, and that's exactly right, exactly. And that's what I feel like he was doing. But to me, an aggressive man is all up in your face, yelling at you. That's an aggressive man to me. A man that's across the way back here yelling. If ain't nobody holding him back doing none of that, girl, come on now. But then everybody sees it as being very different. What I see as being aggressive is different. You know, I didn't like Martell at all, but cursing about you and cursing you out is not the same thing. Exactly. She said Marty. Marty
was too. So like the feels that he was doing too.
I like that. But that's you, Auntie. To her, Marty was aggressive. I mean, but every man that raises his voice to Kenya is aggressive.
Martell to me was at that moment. Ross wasn't. To me, Martell was.
No, yeah.
To a level degree, may not to be to exactly to extreme how people think aggressive is, but somewhere point he was being a little antagonistic towards Kenya. He was. That led her to get a loud.
Mel gets in my space with negative intentions. He's aggressive. But see, that's the thing. She invited him into the situation when she brought him up. And so, yes, he defended himself about what she was saying. Yes, he was in the wrong because he got caught and he was trying to defend himself in a lie. Yes, I get that. But an aggressive man, wasn't nobody holding this man back because he called her. And then on top of that, did he outright say you a hoe? No, he implied that she was a hoe. You took, again, like Sheree said, if it ain't true. I mean, Kenya puts 50,000 on 10. That's how I see it. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one, child, because Kenya is going with the Wynn family, child. I know not to raise my voice around her because she she might see me as being aggressive. We've seen Martell go after a female, and he needs to be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that could be aggressive too. It's different levels. It's not all that to be. Oh, gotta hold you back. He was doing too much, but I agree with everything. I agree with both sides. It's like that, but I just don't feel like people make it seem like that. King could probably do so much, but I feel like at this moment he was doing way more before she even got hyped up, and I feel like he did too much, and it's like that. But don't even mention him anymore, girl, because Sheree ain't gonna believe you anyway. So it is what it is.
You know, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say, at the end of the day, are you wanting them not to be together?
I don't want Sheree to be with Martell, but you know, he's a dude.
But he's fucking or financing you, Kenya. So why do you even care? That's my whole thing. But Drew is at home with the family, child. She said that she was dealing with a lot. Her dad's in a nursing home because he's dealing with Alzheimer's. But when she went there and played the song that her and her husband wrote together, that, you know, he kind of smiled and had a little, you know, smile on his face because he could recognize her voice. I was thinking, the song is called What You Already Know. And it's about them fucking. I ain't gonna play that song for my daddy in the Alzheimer's at the nursing home.
He ain't gonna remember if I was the next day. Anyway, so.
I know he ain't gonna remember, but it was like I know your favorite position, and then you see Daddy face kind of go, and I'm like, is he saying that because he know the voice or he know that position?
He know the words I was saying. That's how y'all got here. Shit, Daddy was he knows something.
He was like, oh, I know something about a favorite position now. Hold on. So they have that. What, do you have any thoughts about that?
I just feel like that Ralph should have been there by her side, and not
Yes.
at the party. I feel like he should have been there, but whatever reason out there, she tripped out because he was at the party. I guess she kind of knew that he was there and everything, but she heard some things about what's happening at the party. He told her some things. I said, okay, but I feel like she was the housewife. She should have been there, but she had an emergency.
You should have been there, yeah. But at the same time, yeah, he should have been there with her.
Bad that her party going through it. So hopefully she can spend a little bit more last minute times with him as much as she can before.
Yeah.
You know.
Even if he was just been there, you know, to comfort her when she got back from the trip or something. I don't know. You still should have just goddamn been there. I feel bad for Jude, just knowing what's going to happen, knowing her dad can't remember her and getting divorces. I could only imagine. To see your parent go through all that. Oh, I can't even imagine. God bless her. God bless her. So Candy and Sonya have dinner. They talk about, you know, they've gotten closer over the years. They've gone through family vacations and all that. I find it was funny when Sonya was like, so when we going on our next vacation? Kenny was like, I don't even know if I got time for that right now. I was like, Kenny, in other words, is like, girl, bye. I ain't going nowhere with your ass. Not now, not never, not no time soon. Don't even goddamn ask me because no, my name is no. My son is no. I already could read between the lines what Katie was trying to say. So they get to talking about the whole incident that happened at the party. Sonya brings up the fact that she had met with Courtney and Sheree earlier on, and that Courtney had brought up something about Candy putting a post on her IG about, you know, some restaurant or some club or whatnot. And so the following week that it was ghetto. Basically, she bought the hood out. Sheree and Sonya kind of chuckled at it, right? Now, this is what I said. I didn't want to see Sonya in this light when I said about the whole Real Housewives. I said that I don't want to see Sonya being messy like this. I did not want to see this because I have to be honest with you. Although I love me some Sonya, I do have to agree with Candy.
Yes.
You supposed to be cool with me. You know me and them hoes got a problem. How you gonna sit there and kiki with them when they talking shit about me? The same thing you did at your husband's party. You should, quite honestly, even if you don't get up and leave, you could have been like, all right, y'all, you know, scratch that, just wait. Y'all had that conversation. Because I'll be damned, you're going to talk about my homegirls in front of me. Mm-hmm. Especially if it's somebody I'm really cool with. We done hung together. Our kids know each other. You're not going to talk about her in front of me like that. Like, I said, me and you happen to get into it because I said it, and, you know, it is what it is. But I completely agree with Kenny on that. When Kenny was like, okay, so when they were over here talking about me, saying what they said, what did you say?
That what she was doing. She was doing. She said, well, I said that she needs to talk to you and everything. I said, girl, don't say that like that. You definitely was laughing. You didn't say none of that because Bob would show the clip over and over the time. Girl, you was laughing at what she was saying. Now she was saying that Candy came to her, whatever, and she brought the ghetto out. I don't know. Now I don't think she was calling it Candy ghetto. She was calling the people who was there ghetto. But at the same time, like, girl, you was basically so okay to say that Candy came to boom, people became ghetto. So I said, okay, well, you didn't shut that down. So you laughed at that. So now you want to, and first of all, if you know you didn't defend your friend in that scenario, why are you trying to be messy and bring it up? It said it.
Bravo, messy. Bravo, fucking messy.
Bring it up because you should have said nothing, Sonya. If you know you did not defend your friend, you should have said, you know what? Okay, girl, yes, that party was something else. It kept eating about something else. Don't even bring up with the messiness because she would try to be messy with Candy. Said, girl, you know, Courtney said something else. But they could. She said, what you said was me. Oh,
yes. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I did not like that, Sonya. I did not like that because you knew she was trying to be damn messy. You knew if you didn't want to be messy, why even bring it up in the first place?
Oh, man.
Why?
Especially you didn't defend them. Now, if you did defend your friend, you could say left it like that. I said, no, you don't need to worry about that. I handle it.
I don't know, CM. Yeah. I don't know, CM. I'm right there with you. And you know, I cuts for Sonya. That's my ATX Austin girl. I cuts for Sonya. But like I told Mizzle, I don't want to watch her on Housewives.
Yeah, you said it.
Because I don't want to see her messy like this.
I'll try to give her a chance.
And you know what I'm saying? And the chances of me running her into her again are very possible, which means I don't want to have to go off on you like this, Sonya. But girl, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit just because I ride for you. Like, that was messy. That was very much so messy. I don't like that she goddamn did that. And I'm glad that Candy called her out on that. So next time, you know.
She said, girl, that's bull crap, a professional. Girl, you know you lying. I call that crap.
You full of shit.
Ain't no
So
Candy
afterwards, I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you say you know Candy gonna see this anyway, so ain't no
You know she
girl.
is.
You gonna see it.
I did. I told her that she needs to talk to you, and she went, and then she talked to you. That's not what you had said, girl. That's not what you had said. I'm sorry. That's not what you had said. I need Sonya to worry about her own business and get a family at her house. Sonya said she gave them 2 years, and it's barely been a year. She don't know what the rush is. Child, because the next thing you on the phone with your husband talking about y'all trying to have a second baby, but you too busy, got mama down here, daddy down here, you got your sister and Sherry and them all over here. But she said mama just went to Florida, and now mama trying to go back to Florida because she likes it there. Let them go. Your man is ready to be butt naked around his own damn house.
For real. And he needs to be. Child. And first of all, I want to know, did you try at that his 40th birthday party when he was wearing that Harlem Nights outfit? You should have tried then, girl. That was a perfect chance to try it. Like,
okay, been gotten guap 3,000 and get down on the floor.
Yeah. Everybody went to hear. They said, you don't like
it. Okay, as fine as he was looking.
Sure, freaking
baby, he was looking damn good.
So I'm like, if your mom won't go back to Florida, your sister's ready to go out. Why are you holding them back? No, let them out. I just put that up. They said that. I said, okay, let's go, y'all. Let's find. Oh,
I would help them pack their shit. Okay, I would pay for the movers.
That would be the perfect word. He said,
okay,
come on. Here, I got to find a house. I got 4 houses right here. Let's go Harton right now. Let's go Harton.
Pack all your shit up, child. I gotta throw your ass out so damn quick.
Yeah, but when her husband going to Texas all the time, I said, yes, I do. Yeah, because remember the last time we were talking about it, I reviewed it and say, I don't feel like she should be forced to have another baby because he haven't been there. And it seemed like it would be another continuation that he hadn't been there. So I feel like if y'all agree y'all want to have another baby, then y'all need to take the time and do it and everything. Whatever you can. Maybe go down there and try to surprise them. So come on, let's come in this room real quick. Like, surprise them. Just do something. But I don't know. She should watch she had that baby and second baby or not. But it's their relationship. But I feel like y'all gotta put the time. You gotta put the time in. He gotta be sure.
Them eggs ain't finna. And then on top of that, I want to say she's a little bit older than him. If I'm not mistaken, she's a little bit older than him. But when they had their own show that was on WeTV a couple of years ago, she kept putting off having a baby then. Because she was trying to get like 1 more, I want to say like 1 or 2 more years out of her track season to do that. And she had to put some time off because she had to get surgery on her toe. And then she was worried about that. So it took her a lot to just settle down and agree to have Deucey. Now, you know, Ross is like, look here, your eggs ain't getting no younger. My swimmers is still swimming. Let's go ahead and pop this thing, get it popping. Like, come on now. Hey, I just say, if you can afford to do it, your man wants it to happen, you got you a good man. That's just me, though. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah, that's so sad. But I think she also want him around as well.
That's true.
I want to try again, and I do the same thing all over again with Deucey with this new baby. And I think that's unfair. That's why I feel like I didn't like everybody trying to pour, especially Drew. I said I cursed Drew out last.
Drew, girl, please.
Drew, what the hell are you talking about?
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to sweep around your own front door. I'm trying to sweep around mine, okay? Candy and Ty go to Blaze to try out the new menu. Child, the whole restaurant empty as hell. I hope it was supposed to be like that on purpose.
I guess.
I don't goddamn know. But they say it's in the hood, you know what I'm saying? This is where the cook got shot at, which is Candy's cousin. Now, Todd wants to open up more restaurants. He wants to open up a Mexican, what do you say? Ole, something about old lady gang. Basically, he want to open up a Mexican restaurant. He want to open up a Ace Pizza spot. But Candy's like, look here, you got all these ambitions and all of this shit that you want to do, right now, their current restaurant, which is supposed to be like the Brazilian or steakhouse seafood, it's not doing as good as they wanted to do. So they was trying out some new menu items, which I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really impressed.
I mean, yeah, this is like normal
Yeah,
brunch
the food
food
didn't
that
really,
we've seen before. I said, okay, it wasn't that much different. What did you have before? And it's,
no.
I think Blaze is still open, right?
Yeah, it's still open, but just looking at the food, I wasn't impressed by it. Like I didn't look at it and be like, "Oh shit, that looked good. I want to try that." It just
Yeah,
looked,
it was something like normal stuff that I've seen
yeah, it
before.
looked like something out the
And
Applebee's menu.
yes, I did see. I didn't see the in the game, but I did heard the news on Twitter or social media about the family member getting shot at and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. But what I didn't like the scene, that producer.
The producer, I knew you were gonna
Don't
say
come
that.
in
Yep.
here. We just sitting down talking and try to say, I feel like we should talk to the elephant in the room. I said, first of all, let this conversation happen. You don't
Thank
come up
you.
straight and try to tackle about the conversation that's happening. First of all, it's legality. And I said, why you producing the scene so hard? Let it happen. Like this is what we talk about people saying y'all produce the scene so hard. But first of all, if we had a conversation, he just walked in, let that conversation happen. If it flows to talking about that, then it flows to talking about
And
that.
let it genuinely happen, right?
But don't come in and say, "Oh, we need to talk about the elephant in the room," because so what? The other man and shit. Nobody watched. Oh, I didn't watch it, and that's because I didn't feel like the show was bad. Actually, the show was good. People saying the show was good. They canceled it, but I feel like I didn't even watch spinoffs like that. So I was like, okay, people who didn't watch it, I guess it's nice to hear about it, but no force it. I didn't like that. I was saying,
I didn't like that either.
I said,
And
come
then,
in. Nobody asked you to come in your fucking boy ass. Go back in there.
and then like Candy and Todd was saying, like, it's an ongoing legal situation. They don't want to talk about it. Although Candy was just basically like, you know, they had an employee that came in late and came in intoxicated. He got into it with the head, you know, chef, which is Melvin, her cousin. They went outside and the employee that was drunk shot the cousin. And that's how the whole thing happened from there. And I mean, again, I thought it was funny too. And Sheree was like, I don't know if we're going to go to Candy's restaurant, whether we're going to get biscuits or bullets. I said, Sheree, you wrong as hell for that. That shit was funny, but she was wrong as hell for that.
But when somebody come after you want to be okay.
Okay, but when somebody say something about you, well, where She by Sheree? You got a She by Sheree bulletproof vest we can wear to the restaurant?
Shit, you want armor salvation going on out here.
Okay. She by Sheree breastplate of armor you can make so we can get there. Okay.
But yeah, I feel like the producer was doing too much.
No,
nobody had to come up here. So that she said it's a legality issue. And not like she didn't want to talk about it. It trying to put a narrative that Candy want to tell people to not to show her storyline. I said, Candy be the most vocal one to talk about her storyline.
She's the only one put all of her shit out there like that.
Tell you to delete anything. If she may have the power to, so no, she can't.
Yeah,
but she could if she had the ear. Say, listen, I don't want the scene. She don't tell you to delete nothing, none like that. She shared.
Candy's one of the only ones that will genuinely put all her shit out there. Them other ones ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
them other ones ain't gonna do that.
And Ty, calm down with this Mexican restaurant. Get Blaze off the running and get it back to what it was. And those Mexican restaurant, the pizzeria, that's too much. I say, and you only do that because you want the money grab. It's not but the passion.
That's what he said. Yeah,
passion. So I'll say now you just doing this, but he's showing us it's just the money thing. It's not so much, which is fine and everything. But be realistic. Restaurants don't be that quick success like that. You got to work on that.
Especially if you got one that ain't even like I heard, like Armani was saying. I heard OLG wasn't all that, and I heard Blaze wasn't all that neither. Like get them up to par running first before you try to open up all this extra shit. Otherwise, what's the point? You open up one shit just so it can shut down one after the next, after the next, after the next. It's giving Tim Norman now trying to open up all these damn restaurants. Let's not go there. The next scene, I ain't gonna lie, I thought was kind of boring. Kenya and her friend Aquila have a little play date with their daughters. They go and play tennis. That was cute.
Yeah, I mean, ain't much. Was she's a friend of the show or something? Neale?
I don't know, pretty girl, but yeah. Anyways, it was all right. So She by Sheree and Sonya go eat. Of course, that's all they do is get dressed up and go eat. That's all they do. But Sheree is proud to be a grandma. She has a new baby granddaughter. I think her name is Mecca. She is cute. She looks like a little baby doll. Super, super, super cute.
Yes, it is cute.
Oh, hold on one second. Can you take over real quick?
Yeah. Yeah, so Sheree is a grandma. She don't want to be called a grandma and everything. I said, I don't want to be called a grandma, but you know, a lot of people like the current terms. Don't call me this, don't call me that. I don't want to feel old. Call me grandma, stuff like that. So they was talking about it and talking about how Keenan stopped putting labels on black men, and Science said she just stopped doing that. They put no less like that, and I said, granted, yes, you don't want to go on willingly putting labels on people when it's not necessary. But some people do deserve that label, like especially Martell. Now, whether that situation warranted that name, maybe or not, but we've seen him numerous times being like that. So I feel like it warranted for Martell to be like called that. Now, for Ross, no, not necessarily as much because I feel like he wasn't at that moment coming up to Kenya in aggressive manner. But yes, it's not too bad. But then Sheree said Kenya needs to take accountability for her actions. I said, okay, she can. But what about the man too? Because he's straight deny and then act like he didn't do all that and then come on flipping on his mouth, all that stuff that. So I said, Sheree, all the signs are some more funny in your face, but you know, she don't like to look at signs. She a blind as well. She blind.
Blind
right in her face, and she doesn't see it. So I said, Sheree, okay, girl, you want to defend your man or whatever you want to defend him, let him claim you first before you go through all this. But okay, girl.
Kenya just does the most. She does the absolute most. Again, you should have said something a long time ago about it. And you can't negate people feel the way they feel. You know, she feels like he was. I don't know, Kenya girl. Y'all know how I feel about Kenya. That's all I can say. I don't know, child, but I just don't like how, again, she gaslights situations, and then when they come back on your ass, so they, give you the smoke back, then she want to play victim of, I wasn't wrong, I didn't do anything wrong, and regardless of what, a man shouldn't talk to a woman this way, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, girl, I'm over you, Kenya. I'm over you. I'm over you. I'm over you. The next scene I thought was kind of boring as well with Drew and Ralph. They were in the studio singing a song. I mean, it's a cute little bop or whatnot, but it's just really ironic how they're saying, they're working on their marriage and they're the happiest that they've been in years, and everything is just great and perfect. To now.
They're about to hit the fan. About to crash or burn. And we want to see shoot.
What you think about that, Mizzle?
I'm just saying, it's like, because we'll see how they try to set up the first season that he wasn't there with Drew and everything. And I say, okay, we see that it's going to lead to that. But then she said she pretended it's getting better. So the only spot y'all said y'all happy about is the studio time. You can't be in the studio 24/7. You can't live in there. So obviously you got reality coming up. And some stuff going to happen because we already know that they're going to film your reactions about the divorce happening because they had to come back and we film more. So it's like, we know it's going to happen. So somewhere, shape, or down the line, thing going to go turn left. And I can't wait for that to happen. And
that's going to be wow.
It's going to show. It's going to show. So I know you pretend to say everything's good, maybe at that moment, but don't front and say everything was good and then you turn around and share to us that you get divorced. Just before you even seen the season. So I said, girl.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, so what happened if y'all was in a better place? So I feel like you doing too much with him. I was one of your husbands, and then he writing your songs, producing your songs, and together and everything. Even though that was 24/7 because of that. But I feel like y'all should separate that a little bit. Get somebody
y'all up each other's ass 24/7. That ain't good.
Yes, to handle that music career. I mean, I don't feel like Drew should do a music career. I think she should stick an actor and do some music, more music movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And show her talent. She could throw EP out here and there and make some money because everybody do it now. So she could do that. But make it as a music career, nah. I feel like you're an actor best, and that's your shine the most. So
and not only that, music ain't what it used to be no more. It's music nowadays is weird. Like the lyrics don't even sound right. Half of the beat don't even sound right no damn more. So it's like people who can actually sing, especially if you're older, if you ain't got some kind of catch to you, because the younger generation is what's actually out here buying, music, and then on top of that, they're streaming it. On top of that, you got to make your money off of tours and things like that. You can't you better ask Tasha Tasha Scott. You can't get out here and do it like you used to do it back in the day. You actually got to get out here and work and hustle to damn do it. So I don't, just keep writing songs. Don't do all of that. Don't do all that. Leave it where it's at. She by Sheree at the warehouse packing the product, child. She go in there immediately. She was like, it's wrinkled. Why is this wrinkled? It's wrinkled. Is that gonna be an extra charge? Homegirl was like, you know it is, because she ain't got no money. Yes, it's gonna be an extra charge.
Yes, you know the extra charge. And first of all, why are you packing like you sending some orders out? I said nobody. You did all this. You did all this, and I see nobody sharing that they got your products. Nothing.
Who you sending stuff out to? That's who I want to know. When she said we got all these orders to send out today.
Why are you so surprised? You had a whole website with wrinkled ass t-shirts and charge $100 something for these t-shirts. And your thing is wrinkled. I said, girl, you know, be quiet and don't support your product that you're doing. You know you're cheap as hell.
I can't with her.
You have to clean this freaking thing. Nobody want to come with a freaking sweatshirt by She by Sheree all wrinkled up. No,
she by she bullshit. That is she by she bullshitting.
Who's ordering this? I said, girl, sit down.
I need to see the names on there. The names on there. I need to see the names on the orders to make sure, first of all, them was real people. It ain't Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Daffy Duck, some old fake ass names on there. You a damn lie. They make real ass people. Seymour Buns and shit. No, they make real ass people. So Kenya come in with a whole baby look like a whole Thundercat with her goddamn outfit on, child. Baby, she was in there. She came around, baby, look like a whole ass goddamn Thundercat. And so basically Sheree is like, okay, so what's up with the other night? You know, what happened? And immediately Kenya's like, I'm just waiting to hear that, you know, I deserve to be yelled at like that. That's all I'm waiting to hear. It's like, girl, look, like Sheree says, you and I have seen each other numerous times. Why have you never said anything about it? And then if it was, 2 years ago and blah, which I pause going back, which I thought was kind of weird for Martell to say when Sheree said that Martell was like, even if I tried to fuck you 2 years ago, that don't even matter. Why would he say something like that?
Because, nobody even mentioned that you would have sex with her.
Nobody even said that. That's what I thought was weird.
That's what I say, because Martell's intentions were hitting the Kenya up. Wasn't about no good thing, because I don't know if you saw to speak on it, but Kenya mentioned that she mentioned something like he's a good father, his show and everything. He said the kind of words. It was just that. Why deny it? Why deny it? And why you hit him in DMs after you went to compliment her because she said some nice words? You had a compliment on that blog. So now you DM him afterwards and try to deny you.
Yeah, you kind of do most.
When you come, because at the end of the day, like somebody said, most guys or some people, when they trying to come at you, they do it a different way. They don't come up with oh, you looking good. They try and come up with oh, you look nice. I said like this, like that. And they segue that into flirtation. Yeah. Like that. So you know what he was trying to do. And that's why he blew it out. So at the end of the day, yes, that would have been messed up anyway. Smash the friend and try and date me at the same time afterwards, even years later. Because some people had that code. Don't I want to mess with nobody. All my family members. So yes, we don't want that. So yes, until know he was coming at the Kenya, and Sheree was the only one who bite the bullet, and that's what happened.
I just feel like again, she should have said something. You needed this moment in history, so yeah, because he was trying to smash. He was trying to do it. We all know he was trying to do it. Okay, but again, you should use and when you even seen that they were dating in the beginning, you should have said something then. That's just me, though. That's just, if you call yourself a friend to somebody, why wait until they serious, then say something? Because now it make you look messy. That's just me. It make you look messy. You could have said something a long time ago. It make it seem like to me like you was looking for a moment.
Exactly.
But to be clear, Martell wanted Kenya and settled for Sheree. Like Mizzle was saying, Martell was throwing the bait out there. And whoever bit the bait, that's who he was coming at. That's who he was going to reply to. Kenya is a friend to no one. She ain't even a friend to her damn self. The only person she was a friend to was Velvet, her dog that passed away. That's the only person she had loyalty to. That's it. We all know that about her. So, child, they end up getting into it. Basically, another thing that I didn't goddamn like is when Kenya tried to basically, when she brought up the whole situation with Bob. Now, and then they played that clip about when Bob was in the car with Kenya and Sheree and all them, and Bob was like, "Did I ever choke you?" And Sheree was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, could you breathe?" Oh, well, obviously I didn't choke you hard enough. That shit was wrong. Like, baby, Kenya better. I mean, Sheree better than me because I'd have reached over and backhand his ass for saying some old dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
But
I think she was trying to bring that up because Sheree been through. I don't know, because I think Kenya going to the front that she knew Martell in his own show and how he acts and how he was.
yeah,
It's like that. So she put that all that. She said, "You've been through this road before. I want better for you. Like, why are you choosing this kind of guy? He's no good for you. He cheats. He does like that. When abusive. The way how he get angry at women, I don't know how far he would hit a woman or not, because we never mentioned that. But he could get that point. So you've been this role before. So why you want this again with a guy who really seen that he showed his character against women?
Matt.
We should do better for that." And so she was coming out. She said, "We both went to the same situation." They even showed Kenya past stuff. Well,
Yeah, with the dude Matt.
Window, brick through the window. I said, "Damn, Kenya, what the hell you did?" Like, you throw like Thundercat because he got crazy. But I'm not blaming Kenya. I just making another thing. I said Matt was on one. That guy, he was doing a lot. And Bob said that. So I don't think she was saying that you've been through this down the road for him. You don't want to go through the same road again with his kind of behavior doing us like that. So that's what she put in that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, but at the same time, I said, Kenya, Sheree is a grown woman.
Thank you.
She shows this guy knowing the history, because I know she's seen the show.
You.
She's seen the show, so she know who Martell is. So
thank you.
You know, she just like to not to believe none of that stuff. She just said, "Oh, despite what you've seen, he's a good guy." Okay, he could be a good guy, but he still shows up, and he still want his ex back anyway. So I don't know why the hell you want a man like that. But okay.
And then Kenya was like, "I felt like I had to defend myself because I was all by myself and everybody else had a man and I had to defend myself." Girl, listen, I just, girl.
Everything is not always a TV situation, but I feel like with Martell case,
he has been in plenty bad relationship. She's saying
rude. Tell
Kenya, Kenya need to go to therapy. She need to work on her damn self. She need to stay out of other people's goddamn business. That's the one thing that irks me about Kenya more. That bitch can't mind her own business for shit. She makes it her business to comment and get in other people's business. That's how she gets off, in my opinion. I ain't like Kenya since her bad acting on Twa, the movie back in the day. Kenya and her pick-me issues about not having a man. It's so annoying. But child, they end up getting into it from there, and basically they agree to disagree that, you know, the whole situation that happened with Martell. Kenya feels like he was being aggressive. Sheree feels like you start the whole situation. I feel like they both goddamn crazy. They get on my damn nerves. That was the end of that there, okay? So we're going to get into next. Summer House, Martha Vineyard.
These people. Yes. Those of y'all who missed Martha's Vineyard last week, it started on my channel. It's a new show on Bravo, All Black Cast.
Yeah, you get into it. I'm going to let you take the lead on this, Mizzle. Go ahead.
And I know what I was saying.
Take the lead on this.
Actually, I want to do it. Yes, it's a lot of people, a lot of cast, but it's a good show so far and everything. I was like, but don't bring too many people who would just want to produce an act. It seemed like that one guy we're going to talk about later on, seemed like he was doing too much, but we're going to talk about him in a minute. And he's not even part of this picture, so you won't know what his face look like. Yeah. But it continued from last week. Silas confronted Jordan about being a party friend and being all that out and that. Now, the good thing I liked about that scene, after they went home, Jasmine confronted Silas in the bedroom and said, "You know what? That comment was more about me than my friend. You came out as my friend." And he said, "You know what? He's right and everything." And I said, "You know what? Good, because I was about to write you off, Jasmine, because I like how you try to make it seem like the man was right and you was not going to say anything." And I'm glad, you know what? Maybe she didn't want to check him in public. She wanted to check him in private, and that's probably she did. And she
Which
was
is
like,
what you're supposed to do, quite honestly. I feel like, yeah, if you especially I feel like you're supposed to do that. Yeah.
yes. And I was like good, because you knew that comment was about more of Jasmine. Because like, you married now. And I understand, yes, you married now, but I also don't like that just because you get married, then you're supposed to change everything about you.
Yeah.
And that's not right. You can still make moderations, but not change. Especially if you're not home. What I'm gonna sit in the house being home or for? I'm going out. And I'm being moderation. Be careful. Don't take no drinks from nobody. Chill with my friends. Maybe 2 o'clock is too much. Maybe you could hang out a little bit earlier. Go to like a brunch or something. And then come home at a reasonable time. But if you're not home, what the hell am I coming home for early for? It's like, I'm a grown person.
Just to sit home and wait for you.
True. So I was like, understand why he be concerned, but it was more of a control concern, not so much of a concern that she's out because she was in New York City. Yes, New York City get crazy. But listen, it was more Jasmine. So you had an issue with Jasmine. Tell Jasmine, I said, listen, I know you like to go out, but if you got a curfew, just say it. Like, because it's kind of like you're going to have a curfew. Just say it. And then let's see if she do with that or not. But other than that, that's great. But Bravo, I guess somebody is love Silas or something, because this is the second time. That's
the second time.
In implications, well, I understand that. So I'm not mad at that. But it's the second time you show Silas' little booty and he's about to feel banging Jasmine out. Now, last time we didn't see it. But this time we seen it that they doing, everybody was hearing it and they was like, oh my gosh. I said, you know what? Don't get me wrong, because y'all would have did it, y'all would have did the same thing. But like, can we see somebody else? And it's because she's so freaky. Else. It's like, this is like, I said, oh, this week they always show freaking in Bravo. No, I remember that, because Bravo used to be not that.
Baby, Silas was in there drilling. You hear me? He was in there putting it down. Had that bitch up the next morning making pancakes, eggs, sausage with biscuits on the side, homemade cheese, homemade jelly, bitch, homemade milk. She went out and bought a whole cow and milked that homemade butter.
This didn't go down yet. She was,
baby. When I tell you the bitch was frolicking all on the beach. If you getting dick down like that and that man is taking care of you like that, baby, I was out of Colombia and get the beans to make you fresh coffee, my nigga. I mean, he was putting it down.
He was going in. I say, no, I know that's right. This is your vacation. But I said, damn, Bravo, y'all just love the show, huh?
He was putting it down. I said, I ain't mad, but yeah, Bravo, y'all nasty. Stay up out them people business like that. That was funny to me. Yeah. Bravo started letting us know. Okay, I
said, oh.
They getting it Chris Zach, and I was like, I ain't even mad, but yeah, I want to see somebody else next.
For real.
I don't, just because ain't now one of them attractive to me, so I don't want to see them goosing. I want to see somebody else goosing.
Yeah, like exactly.
I'm just saying. And I thought it was really cute how Mariah did her affirmations with her son over the phone on the way home. I thought that was super duper cute. That was nice. When they got out the car on the way back from the club, when Bria pushed everybody out the car, talking about move, bitch. She did that from that scene from White Chicks. Bitch had to go shit. I say, I know a drunk shit from anywhere. I know a drunk shit. She was like, I got all the move, bitch.
It was so hilarious. So like that. So Jasmine is single for 4 years before she met Silas. And then they got together and they got married. I know their courtship was very fast. But she would say it's how important in a black household that you know how to play spades. Now, listen, I told y'all numerous times, I don't play it. I try to learn how to play it, and I can't get into it. So you invite me to your house and ask me, Mizzle, you like to play spades? Just let you know. I'm going to look at you like you freaking clueless.
I can play, but
I ain't playing none of that.
I'm not a beginner. I'm like intermediate. I'm not advanced, and I damn sure ain't no beginner. Like I can get out there with your ass a little bit, but
I can't lie to you. I ain't no training.
Yeah,
you try to teach me, and I just can't get to it. I'm not trying to bet no none of that. I ain't trying to play none of that. I can play some Uno, some pity pat, and stuff like that, but not no spades.
Some pity pat, some bikino. I'm there, baby.
Not no spades. But Jasmine do feel like she like to be a stay, or she aspired to be, or she feel like she is a stay-at-home wife. I said, okay.
That's good for you, girl. That seemed boring to me though. I gotta do something with my time. I just can't sit there and wait on my husband all day. Especially like if you're a stay-at-home wife, then I'm sure you cleaning up all the time anyway. So the house ain't dirty unless you making projects up to do around the house. Like, ooh, I'm finna do a garden. Ooh, I'm finna paint the back room or something. Other than that, what is you doing all day? That shit sound boring to me. Don't get me wrong. I want to do it though. At this old age, as much as I've been working, I would love to be a stay-at-home wife at this point in my life. But she 20-something years old. At 20-something, you're enjoying being a stay-at-home wife. You ain't got a whole lot to look forward to when you get older, baby. I'm just saying. That's just me though. Don't let my bitter divorced ass influence you in any sort of way. Go ahead.
So Amir asked Jordan for kayaking. Jordan said,
"Oh hell no, I was with her.
Am I get my hair wet?" He said, "No, I'm gonna make sure you don't get it wet." I said, "Boy, you lie. Come on, it's all in water.
You in a goddamn pencil in the water. Yeah, she gonna get wet.
For real." And I say she gonna get wet. I know you trying. And I would say, listen, I don't know when they filmed this, but we already know you got a whole girlfriend. So I don't know what is you trying to play at, trying to come at the Jordan. I just don't know. I said, when this was filmed? Just before you got that girl? Because on your Instagram, y'all follow her Instagram, it's pinned on one of the top 3 pictures. Him and his girlfriend. So
and how long they been together?
I don't even know. But I'm trying to figure out when you got that girlfriend and how long you been with her, and why you on the show pretending you are single. And if I was the girlfriend, I would say, who the hell you coming in the show trying to flirt with somebody? Who
exactly. Like, what is we doing?
Like, what are we doing here? And that she's one of those who like, okay, she might one of those.
Girl, bye. Now my man.
For real. So I don't understand that, but he did a kayaking. She was a fan of that. She said, "Never go back."
I don't blame her. I wouldn't. I was.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of water sports.
Like, I don't mind kayaking. I did before, but that's not something I was. That's like the top of my list. I would like to do.
Nah, I'm not a fan of water sports. You want to get me good? Take me to go get me something to eat. That's the way to my heart. Take me and be like, girl, I will spend money on you, whatever you want to eat, and then go get your nails and your toes done. That's the way to my heart. Exactly. Off, bow on the ground.
So we know Shanice is coming to the house. That's his Bria good friend. And we find out Nick had been DMing Shanice as well. I said, Nick, you just DM everyone, huh?
Nick seems like a loser to me.
Does. That's what Jordan was like. He's lame. So he's in the DMs. And contrary to him and Jordan, it didn't go that far. She kind of blocked her. But I guess with him and Shanice, it's like flirtations going on. Back and forth. So I guess it's a little bit more with Shanice that he did with Jordan. But you just like sliding the DMs. All right. You just go for it.
I do enjoy that he likes black women, though. I will say that.
Exactly. Good there. I said, listen, Nick, you're going to find somebody. But I feel like Nick
find somebody, but yeah.
Madonna type of guy who put on top of his looks that he wants the chick to be the same way. So,
exactly. That's the kind of girl that's going to be for him. Like, I want to say average basic type, but no. A basic type of female is not going to be the type of female you see how he quickly changed when Shanice came. He changed all that shit up.
Chill. So Cass going bowling, and he said, "Yes, I wear some jeans." He said, "Oh, you wear jeans?
Right?
I wear jeans." I said, "Yes." He said, but he said you got to get tailored and all that like that. I said, "Okay, we know you got money. You got it. Sure." So Bria said there's not a lot going on in Germany because they're in bowling now. Now Bria's doing a really good job in bowling because she said she does that. She really well. She was striking up the hell. I said, "Go sit down. You striking on his ass? I'll get a aggravated. Why you striking on
their ass though? She was. I wasn't mad at him.
So she was good, but she told about it's not a lot of things going on in Germany. So it's like all you do is clubbing and eating. I said that's not bad with that. I like to eat too. But I understand if that's the only thing you do, I guess. So Jasmine asked Bria, so if Simon was down here, what would he be doing? It's like that. He said, oh, well, he want to buy drinks and food and everything. So Jasmine confessed. She said, no, I got my man. I don't want him. So I said, nobody asked you got a man, girl. Nobody cares. Like, why we do this, Jasmine, all the damn time? Like, we know you just got married. So if you don't want Simon buying everybody rounds of drinks and food, just say, we buy everybody a drink except for Jasmine because she got a man.
I don't need him. I have my own man. I have my own money. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it doesn't. This is my thing. What kind of friends are Jasmine and Bria? Because they don't seem like they close friends to me. Because Bria even said Jasmine doesn't take any of my relationships serious because, you know, we used to be really close back at the Playboy Club, and I had a lot of boyfriends and da 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 da. She doesn't take this serious. And then Jasmine is in her confessional, is like, child, she has men like it ain't nothing. Like, what kind of friends are y'all? I ain't seen nothing friendly about them since they got in the house with each other.
Exactly. It's like frenemies. And Jasmine did say, yeah, I don't respect her relationship unless he married. I said, okay, you one of those.
Now, yeah, she wanted them.
You one of those that you just got married that you feel like everybody should be married. You don't
Thank you.
I said, first of all, the way how you get to marriage, you got to have a relationship. But you know, you and Silas got married really quickly. So I guess whatever courtship you had.
She's going to be very unhappy. I can see that now. She's going to end up being very unhappy. I can see that already.
Well, I was
being very unhappy.
I said, girl, we get it. You got a man. Shoot. So she asked Jasmine and Silas, can Simon come for the last week of the vacation? Because you know they're for 15 days.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long this film is gonna be. I said next week. That's next week, right? So all right. So a couple of days and last week, and they said at first it seemed like they was not with it, but you know how they ended.
That's what I thought too.
It was like, oh, okay, yeah, he can come. He said, you know how
being messy.
It's like white person right here. I said, yeah, that can't be messed up that he just only was stuck out. But listen, he got to learn how we feel sometimes. Sure, you stick out like
you come into our world.
Well, okay. Sure. So I was like that. So Mariah said, listen, we're gonna have some moon masks. We're gonna have some moon masks around here going to the show. So what is moon mask? They said, this is gonna be like some religious shock or something like that. We're gonna have the moon mask, we're gonna sing that final 10, we're gonna do some little special commercial or something like that. Oh, that's a little moon mask. Cause you know she got that deep voice. So I was like, okay, let me see what this moon mask is. And everything. It seemed like a lot of people wasn't feeling it. They would say, okay, but they're gonna try it for the sake of Mariah. So it's just a spiritual practice, and this is that because you know my mom is Mexican, and my dad is this way, and then both was Patrick Buddhism and speaking spiritual practices and go to some moon masses. And I was like, okay. So everybody got in the house, they got in their pajamas, but it was very cold out. I said, girl, I don't like the cold. So I don't know why you try to have me out this cold like this. And everything. And then Silas would go check at Jasmine. Now Jasmine wasn't too far. So he said, why you gotta check her? Like she's so freaking oh wait. I was like, Chad, they tried to do that controlling narrative. I said, yeah, she was right there. So yeah, check them on and everything. And baby, nobody was not here for that moon mask. They was not giving her a good time. They was giving her a hard time. They was not here for it. And I said, that's messed up.
I felt bad for her being somebody who's on a spiritual journey themselves. I know what she was trying to do. She was trying to connect with them and show them a piece of her. She wanted to, the purpose of that was to get more connected with the universe, to get more connected with your people, that, you know, to try to build that tribe and to have a better, more deeper spiritual connection. Now, at the same time, you have to do that with people that are in that mindset. If they are not in that mindset to be open-minded and to receive that, then yeah, it's going to be like, okay, this is weird. I'm not doing this. This is this, and da 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 da. So I felt bad. And then on top of that, they were drunk. So you can't really get to that deeper sense of being or the understanding that you want from them because they're all inebriated. So it's not going to connect. And then they're cold, they're tired, like they didn't want to do none of that, which I understood. I understood both parts of that because yes, after I've been at the club drinking and there's probably smoking and all of that, I wouldn't be in the right mind frame to do any sort of spiritual healing, cleansing, any of that. You got to be in the right mind frame. And they just wasn't feeling that.
There wasn't.
But I felt bad from Mariah. I felt so bad for her. Yeah, she was pissed. She was pissed. I felt bad for her though. But again, you can't force spirituality and shit like that on me.
You gotta be open for it. You gotta be open for it. And they wasn't at that moment. Maybe she should have tried a different time when they were sober. And then before they went out bowling and stuff like that. but that was not a good look. So Shanice came to the house. It seems like Shanice is ready to get it down and get it popping because she never finished with the North of Vineyard. She was in a relationship.
Lay it low,
did not go well. It went down terribly with the relationship. So she's ready to get out, have a good time, drink. She said, she saw Nick and she realized Nick and everything, but she saw Alex and said Alex is the perfect man for her. Like, he's perfect. She liked him and everything. So she looked like she's ready to give the drawers up.
Yeah.
Give Alex the position.
That thing hot. She ready. She ready to lay it low and spread it wide.
She was ready to give it to Alex. Because I said, I don't blame him. Alex not a bad dude and everything. So we'll see more about him if we get anything more. But we do know Alex do like Jordan as well. So we're gonna see how this goes. So I guess he gonna go toss or whoever, get him attention because
Jordan kind of feeling the mirror though.
Jordan is feeling the mirror more. Yes, she is. So she's not really trying to give Alex anything. So I said, Alex, try with Shanice because Shanice is ready to give it up. So
okay,
you just blow
Shanice is ready to.
And we can see you and her bumping and grinding the Bravo, not Silas so much.
I can see that. Yeah, because I don't want to see Silas and
So Nick said, "Oh, when she portray herself on Instagram is not the same thing in reality." I said, duh, people don't portray. It's like, Nick, come on, don't be so dense like that. I was like, the stuff she had on Instagram was money for her Playboy Bunny days, because she was part of one of the Playboy Bunnies as well, with Bria and Jasmine and Jordan. They were all Playboy Bunnies. So you had to know she was part of that crowd. So she was showing that. So she's not going to play Playboy Bunny all the damn time. Just like when you post stuff that you're not always the same thing all the time when you did. So it's why you make. I was like, okay, Nick, did you really know? Like, okay, that's something. So she kept saying Phil is coming later. I said, so who is Phil? And I said, first of all, he's not one of the main cast, but I said Phil is coming later and everything. He's coming there and we're going out. So they're supposed to go to dinner and then go to the club afterwards. So Mariah said she's not going because she didn't like how what happened went down last time.
She had to do some yoga.
Yeah, she had to do something. And Preston had some chapter meeting going on, so he was coming in later. So they was going to wait for Phil, and they're gonna go there later as well. So everybody's getting ready. Mariah was trying to do some laundry. Everybody was getting ready to go out the door. Mariah went to do some laundry. she got off the plane. She's beautiful natural. You talk about Shanice?
That part.
Shanice, yes.
That part, Armani. I said that. Oh my gosh. When she walked in, first thing I said was, oh, she is so pretty. First thing I said. And then for Nick to be like, okay, what she looked like aesthetically was not the same. Quite honestly, I feel like she looked better in person than she did on all that filtered makeup ass photos that she had on IG.
Exactly.
What kind of mind frame his ass was in.
For real. It's like a done up person. I said, come on now. So Mariah went to do some laundry, and she realized some of the Bria's dog stuff was mixed in with the towels. Now, granted, I do understand that because at the same time, if I'm washing clothes, I don't want your dog stuff on my clothes because sometimes the dog hair could get on my clothes and I had to re-dry it or re-wash it and everything, or that's like that. So I get her frustration with Bria. I get it. So she went, but the only thing about it is like everybody's going out the door. So she watched before she left the door. And I said, good, you can wait until that she comes back, but at the same time, I had to get it out. So before you go, everything, and they go back and forth. What to me was escalated at that point will Bria act nonchalant and say, oh, well, that's your problem.
Exactly. Yep.
That's your problem. But that's your problem. I said, girl, you understand that you brought your dog without telling no one first.
Yep.
Then you're not cleaning up your dog when the dog is on the couch and shedding everywhere. And now you mixing your freaking dog clothes with somebody else's clothes. Come on, Bria. Like, you gotta be.
I did not like that.
If you're gonna be like that, you don't have to have this dog around. Like, listen, you gotta go. Because at the end of the day, you try to shun someone else and say it's your problem. That got her agitated even more. And then they're going back and forth. And that's why Bria said, here, take your stuff. And just nudged her a little bit. And she didn't actually push her, but it was a nudge push and everything. She's like,
I feel like she kind of stunned her a little bit. She didn't push her. She didn't push that damn girl.
Now we have time. I said, now we have time. I said, oh, we trying to be Elijah around here. But yeah, that was too much. And I said, girl, why you be dismissive? Like you did that last time when Jasmine brought up the situation. You just said, oh, well, what do you want me to do? I said, that's your damn dog.
I do not like that. Listen, somebody might get mad at me for saying this, but I don't give a damn. This is my channel. I'm gonna say how the hell I feel. If it was me, you can't control your dog, I'd have punted that damn dog. You and your dog would have been out, kicked a field goal with y'all ass. That's your dog. That's like your child. You can't watch after your child. You can't clean up after your child. You and your child can get the fuck out. I'm sorry, I don't play that shit when it comes to animals like that. Most people are like, oh my God, an animal is cleaner than humans and that. Well, how about you and your animal go get your own goddamn house, your own damn space, and y'all can do that. Because if the shit just can't run free around here like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got them crawling all over the furniture shit and hair and shit everywhere. Especially, you don't even respect the fact that other people don't walk the dog around. You didn't even ask in the first place. You basically forced that dog on everybody. And everybody's just supposed to bow down and kiss your ass because that's your emotional support dog. How the fuck is he emotionally supporting you when you out here drinking, pussy popping and all of that? How is he emotionally supporting you at that moment? Girl, bye. Get the hell on somewhere. Somebody come get her. I'm telling you, baby. If so, she would have the dog with the thank you. The dog ain't even got no emotional support vest on. Fuck out of here. I know people like that. See, I'm getting passionate about it because I know people like that in real life with their animals, and that pisses me off because you want to use that as a damn excuse. Well, this is for my emotional support, but yeah, you out here doing all this other wild ass shit. How is he emotionally supporting you doing this shit? Mm-hmm. Get the hell on somewhere, child.
I was like, yeah, Bria, you dismissiveness was doing the most and made Mariah.
Like that.
When I confronted Bria at that moment when they were going out, no, I would probably wait till she come back. But at the same time, or wait till the next day. But at the end of the day, you wash your clothes with her, especially when your clothes were separated, then you put it back in there, whatever you did. I said, girl,
that's fucked up.
I said, okay, Bria. So at this time, Shanice left Bria. Shanice went in the car with the guys and said, I got time for this. I said, ooh, Shanice. Now I grant it. If you're my friend and you want to be here robbing me, you want to check in with me and see I'm okay. But at the same time, Shanice was like,
I ain't on nobody's side. And homeboy gonna tell her, you better pick a side. She said, I'm on nobody's side.
I ain't nobody's side. Everything
you like trying to get that box popping. That's all she worried about.
She's trying to get a candidate in that car.
Okay, that's all she's worried about.
But yes, she did check up with Bria. Bria was upset. Yeah, Bria was upset, but Bria, you got to understand that, girl. You did put it upon yourself the way you went off saying you don't care. It's your problem. It's your problem. Yeah, she should not get touched. But at the same time, girl, you act like you would beat down real quick. I said, okay, no. But yeah, that's just, as a friend, you should have been there for it and not leave your friend if that's supposed to be your friend. But I was like,
she just literally ran out on them arguments.
For real.
What kind of friends are you, bitches? Because with friends like y'all, I don't want no damn enemies. Bria, isn't it?
She is the title. She is
Armani.
Yes.
An entitled, spoiled ass little brat, which means, baby, she couldn't get away with that shit. Not with me, not with your auntie. She'd have a reality check real fucking quick. Look at this. She could bat her goddamn eyes. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way.
So everybody was leaving. Everybody was going to a place. Then we met this guy.
I don't like him. 10, 9, 8, 7. I don't like him. Wait, hold on. Side note, another thing. Because you remember when they was at the restaurant, they got to the restaurant when Bria finally showed up. Bria got pissed off at Shanice. She was like, you just left me there and blah, blah, blah. So they started going back and forth. This is what I thought was weird. Okay, now you remember earlier when Bria was saying Jasmine doesn't respect my relationship with my man because blah 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 blah, and Jasmine was like, "Child, she got a man here, there, blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
When Shanice and Bria was outside talking, you see how that random just walked past, and goddamn Bria was like, "Hey, yeah, what's up? You gonna buy me drinks? Yeah, what's up? What's going on?" That's what Jasmine was talking about right there.
Yes, it is true because she said
that's what she was talking about.
You got over y'all freaking upset real quick. You know what I'm saying? Well, and Shanice didn't know what to say. Shanice was sitting there.
Shanice in the middle of talking, and you just gonna cut her off in the middle of talking for some dick to buy you some drinks. That's what Jasmine was talking
and then
about.
the guy said, "Oh, you want to buy a drink?" He said, "Oh yeah, buy a drink, buy a drink." I said,
Casa Azul, yeah, Casa Azul, and then you're gonna get the expensive shit, bitch. You go for the expensive tequila, really, bitch.
But give me one. If somebody actually buy you a drink, you will one day pockets.
The Casa Azul, excuse me, you better get that hoe that cheap ass Tito's. She crazy as hell.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was actually Shanice to buy you a drink, and then this guy just say he will buy you a drink, and you say, "Okay, yeah, buy a drink." I said, "Okay, girl, you was doing so quick, too much."
Yeah,
You got real quick that fast because Shanice didn't even say nothing to comfort you to make you feel better because she basically said, "Well, girl, I didn't think it was so much of a big deal. I just went in the car and I thought you was behind us." I said, "Girl,
you drunk. You can tell she was drunk."
Yeah, she didn't say care. She was like, So that was like, I was hey, Brandon. Oh, yeah, how you doing, bro? What's going on? So, Phil came, and he came with his luggage,
man.
And he walked in the door. First of all, he dropped something. Then he stood there for a minute. I said,
He fell over.
Yeah,
I think he was drunk before he even came in the house because he fell over when he came in.
For real. And then he bumped in the door. And then closed the door and nothing. I said, child just bumped in here, being all loud. Preston was getting ready. He said, "Who's here? Who's here?" Preston said, "What's up?" Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot. Heavy up. And then let's take a shot. Right? And I was like, okay.
I was in my room and close the door.
I was in another place. She didn't even hear what he was saying. But yeah, Preston didn't think of it because he thinks that's how Phil is. I said, I guess we ain't seen Phil before, so we don't know how he is. But he was being loud. Then the dog was in the house, and he told her the dog was upstairs. He said, "Don't let the dog out." He let the dog out, and the dog was running around. I said, "Oh my gosh!" So the dog was all the place. He got the dog, put it back in the thing. Now the whole thing about this, Bria and him was on the phone when they first got in the house. Bria's supposed to secure the room for him when he picked the room up. That's the room that Nick has, that with the closet. So she's supposed to put a sign and say, "This is Phil's room." But I said, if he's not there, why are you holding the room for him? No, and Nick was there. He picked the room.
It's first come, first serve. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, so you don't hold the room for somebody on the phone, child. He should have been there. So he picked that room, and lo and behold, he didn't like that. He said, "Oh, Bria should hold the room for me. This is not room, and this is this, like that." And I said, "I don't know. You better sleep on the couch or something, or sleep on somebody. You friends with Bria, sleep in the Bria room, or something like that. I don't know what you're gonna tell you." But he was trying to get Mariah, somebody to help him take Nick's clothes out and put it out the room.
I like how Mariah was like, "I'm not finna get that. Ain't no goddamn way." Exactly. Room good is gone, bro.
Exactly.
It's first come, first serve basis around here. And then your childish ass gonna get upset and take a shit in this man's toilet and not flush the toilet.
So what you were trying to prove? Trying to show example? Like, what was that for? I said, that's dirty and nasty. That show how nasty you are.
That is fucking disgusting. And any female that mess with him in that house afterwards, you nasty too.
Yeah, nasty too.
I'm sorry, you nasty as he is.
I'll be like, oh.
I know. I look at you like you got shit on your top lip from here on out. Nasty ass.
Like you do all that for what? You try to teach a lesson, and that was a cool.
But he just did it to be an asshole. He came through the door being an asshole. That was his whole point. That was his whole thing from the beginning. He just wanted to be an asshole, and he accomplished that. And so when they get to the damn club afterwards, that damn Preston was being messy. He was like, "You know, he took a shit in your toilet, right?"
Yeah. I said, no. He said, "Oh yeah, you know, he tried to get your room and everything. He tried to take your room, just like that." Because first he told him he tried to take your room, and then he said, "What?" Yeah, the room and everything. And then he said, "Oh." Then that's when Phil came over. He said, "Yeah, you know, I took a shit in your toilet." I said, "You just gonna tell him that?" He just gonna tell him. I said, "Okay, you just." No class, huh? Just tell him that you took a shit in his toilet. And he said, "Oh, okay."
I don't think Nick thought he was for real.
Yeah, Nick thought he was playing.
He was playing.
He was like,
until he got home and seen that shit in the toilet.
He did that. And I was like, So because at that time, Mariah, Preston, and Phil came to the club. And as they say, yes, he is tall as hell, but he's trifling. He's no good. He's dirty. He's nasty. Or it's like that. So ain't it so funny? I say, "You know what, Bria? I know you're upset, but you should never let no one ruin your whole energy for the whole night.
I feel
Mariah
like
came in
Bria
that
was
club, she was
drunk.
like,
I feel like Bria was drunk. And you know another thing that pissed me off? This is with drunk people. They were all drunk. Why in the hell was Jordan in her feelings talking to Jasmine? Like, she pushed her. You need to tell her. I know you so sad. Like, this is respectful. She pushed her. Like, girl.
you check Mariah, because that's your friend, and she pushed her. You know how you feel. And he said, I'm gonna check Mariah. I said, how you gonna check a grown woman? Like, for what? At the end of the day, Bria was on one. She should
That's
not
why I don't
watch
want to
the
watch that shit
club.
no more.
Should Mariah should have touched her? No, but at the same time, you would be very dismissive and say it's your problem. So yes, but yes, Jordan was on one. I said, Jordan, why are you mad?
He was drunk. There was no reason for that. There was absolutely no reason for that. I'm like, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah, and Bria was soaking the corner. You know, quiet and the loudest.
Yeah, and Bria just sitting there looking crazy. She was drunk too, and they was all drunk in their dumbass feelings. It was just dumb. Everything was dumb all the way up until they got home. It was just dumb.
Yeah, it was stupid. So everybody come in the house. Nick went to his room and he saw that, yes, he did defecate in the toilet and then flush it. He said, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool. So Nick confronted Phil. He said, it's not cool. It's not cool what you did. He said, oh, what? It's like that, like it was no big deal. And then he went this whole tirade about slavery. And I said,
that made no sense.
I was like, oh no.
That's drunk talk.
Like, Alex was sitting there, Amir was sitting there, everybody was looking at him, was like, what is he talking about? It didn't make any damn sense. And everything. And I said, what are you trying to claim? You trying to claim your room status and everything? Bria she should have told you, said Bria ain't saying nothing. So get mad at Bria.
I was gonna say you need to get on your homegirl because your homegirl didn't do what she was supposed to do. You can't come in here taking down every goddamn body else.
Yeah. And then he come after Alex.
No, that's what I thought was funny. Alex sat his ass there. Alex was shook because I don't think he thought homeboy was gonna come back at him the way he did. Alex was like, "Hey man, I feel like you trying to come in here and assert yourself." Phil went up over here and was like, "Look, I don't give a fuck who you is, nigga." Baby, Alex was like,
hold on. I said, damn, boy, calm the hell down. Why are you coming on my level like
that? He got scared real quick. I was even looking like, yeah, you wasn't ready for that smoke.
You weren't ready because you coming after. I said,
Amir had to jump up.
And then Mir came. He said, "You act like you run his house." And I said, "You know what?" I was like, "He act like he was running his house."
Yeah,
like he came in there like it was his thing, his vacation.
Came in there real big,
and he was to regulate and tell everybody what about themselves. I said, "No, you just tell yourself about yourself because you coming in here and acting like you was probably put a production to be a playing up." Because I don't know how
why he came in there like that. He came in on 10
as Black Excellence. Whatever you said when you took a shot with Mariah pressing Black Excellence. And you gonna portray yourself as that nasty, doosty dude, coming and being rude and arrogant. That's who you portray. That's how people gonna see you as. Now, if you don't portray yourself like that, then you shouldn't show up like that. So you coming on television trying to show up on camera, or that's how you actually are. Because you never know. But that's not how you are. You did a poor job.
He sucked for that. I did not like that. Again, after that, between the last two scenes, I don't watch this shit no more. I'm like, I'm done with this.
You're done.
I'm done with this.
To be honest, I would sit here watching this episode one of my damn eyes.
Yep. I didn't even really take no notes when it came to the end of it. I'm like, this is so stupid. Everybody is drunk. And y'all making yourself look like fools.
Terrell, and we didn't get Jordan yet. He ain't coming in the house yet. We didn't get Summer Marie yet.
It's still some more folks coming on there.
You see right here, Jordan right next to Jason next to Jordan. He didn't come in the house yet, and he's in the picture. And then we got next to above Bria is Summer Marie. We didn't meet her yet either. We got more people coming to the house.
I ain't got time for this shit. I don't.
And Phil and Mariah was not on the cast picture, so that's what I'm saying. Why we getting Mariah picture yet? Then we got Phil here. We didn't get Jason yet. We didn't get Summer Marie yet. Simon's coming to the house soon. So I was like, child, that's a lot of people.
How many episodes is this?
I don't know. I don't know. Child, it's some dynamics going on in this house.
There's a whole lot of people already to keep up with. It better not be no more than about 8-9 episodes. That's it. I can't do no more than that because there's too much going on, too much childish shit going on.
Yes, but that was Martha's video too. That was the second episode. Any last thoughts? That was that.
You know, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna keep hanging in there with it, Mizzle.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hang in there with it. Okay, real question. Why the fuck did Phil take a shit and not flush it? I think he was being an asshole. He was just being an asshole.
No.
At least 10 episodes, no more than 10. Because at this point, what's the point of it? Because you know what it feels like? It feels like a sophisticated bad girls club.
You know what? Yeah.
It seems like an integrated, sophisticated black bad girls club is what it seems like to me. Like they're all in the house, they're gonna get drunk, go out and party, and argue with each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. That's all.
She said he ain't anyone but Mariah.
Oh,
hey,
right.
Yeah, I like Mariah too.
I like Mariah. I think Mariah is good. I like her. And like I said, I feel bad that nobody was really feeling her Midnight Moon Mask. But again, you have to be in that spiritual space to be able to be open and to accept that. And they were again drunk at the end of the night, coming back from a club. They were not in the right mind frame at all for that.
And I like that. I said, oh.
Yeah,
I want to know. Oh shit! I can't wait till next week. I want to see if Maria gonna drop Phil. Phil was trying to tower over Amir like he was some freaking short little dude, like he was a training ball. And I said, "Oh, child,
Amir seemed like he the type of little dude like to wrestle.
Yes,
he a little short, stocky dude like to wrestle. Well, you go ahead and get your wrestle on, big boy. You do what you do. It's a lot, but the only girl I side eye is Jasmine. Her and Silas are weird. I don't like Jasmine or her husband Silas. I don't like Bria or her little mutt dog. I'm not really feeling Nick. Alex is all right. Amir, Jordan, I was all right with her until the last scene when she was going off on Jasmine for some shit that Bria and Mariah did. It's just a whole lot of.
Well, I can't wait to see Jason in the house.
Jasmine, Silas, so Bria. Yeah, I don't like none of them. I don't know.
Can't wait to see Jason coming out.
They got 8 more episodes out of me. It better be about something. I'm gonna fight everybody on that damn cast.
For real. Between
all right, y'all. But you got anything else coming up? Since how is Catfish just gonna take a break like that? Like
they let us know. They ended with that freaking dumbass episode with that freaking dusty ass chick. No, we ain't having that.
Speaking of which, so has Isaac commented on? He commented on your Catfish too.
He told me that was not how it happened, and we gonna have the real story in his TikTok. And I said, I'm not watching your TikTok. So what you do? No one care for your real story TikTok. That's how you portray yourself. You were trying to be a ghetto ass Morticia Adams, and we don't have
what I did, because I didn't want to give him the view on his TikTok. So what I went and searched it in TikTok and found somebody else that went and recorded it. All it was basically him and the dude, which we already knew it was. Him and the dude already knew each other. Him and the dude had already talked. They had already talked about it or whatnot. So
they paid up for the cameras, basically.
Yeah, they was faking it up for the cameras. They had already.
We heard this about before, so it's not like it's
Isaac the Catfish, the one that was on this last episode, the one that was dressed like the corpse bride.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had to break on that. But my Love and Marriage Huntsville review is up today, so if you did not watch it, it's up on my channel. So please watch that because there's a lot going on there. She hot box down my nerve. And now you don't know who he is. That's Maurice. He got my nerves. And that Kiki and Tiffany thing going back and forth. Kiki did low dig, but Tiffany inserted herself in the situation, so she shouldn't have inserted herself, and she would never got in the situation. But that Stormy Mother, Done. I don't care about her. No.
Me too, Armani. I'm so over Love and Marriage.
So my review is up there, and I gotta do Power with the next episode this weekend, and
I need to get caught up with Power because I see they supposedly had leaked the last 2 episodes.
Oh, they did. I did not see it, so I gotta wait to watch episode 9.
Yes.
I got a review on episode 9, probably Saturday night, early Saturday night, early Sunday morning, because
Well, I've muted everything Power and Beyonce just because I'm going to the concert in September, and I'm already seeing enough about Beyonce and Power. So I just muted it on my Twitter and I muted it on my IG because I don't want to see nothing else about it until I go to the concert and I watch it caught up with them.
July. So I'm trying to avoid because I'm not be watching. I know people put clips and I'm not watching on audio, none of that. I said, come on, y'all, let's calm down with it.
No, stop.
Yes, I'm gonna watch Bell Collective and I'm gonna review it as well. And I'm gonna review Young Famous African season 2. It's coming out this Friday. So both shows will be reviewed on my channel on live. So you will get it.
I need to get caught up with College Hill because I watched the first episode and it's gonna be good. I want to see Amber Rose and Jocelyn. Because that's gonna be something right there. That's gonna be something right there. But y'all, that's all we got. You got anything else?
No. So we're gonna do this again next week. It will be on my channel. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please so because we alternate between weeks. So next week will be on my channel at the same time next Monday. So it's looking forward to seeing y'all then, y'all.
Are y'all going to watch The Ultimatum? If Mizzle if Mizzle does a watch along, yes, I will watch when Mizzle does the watch along.
You know, I will. If I do watch along, I would do watch along, but I'm not gonna review it because the new season Ultimatum will be all queer love and all lesbians, which is nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to see all female love and all that like that. I want to review.
Oh, that's it.
Watch. I don't want
to see that either.
I'm just gonna watch along. If y'all want to watch it, if y'all want to see it, I'll do it.
A bunch of bitches with drama. Nah, I can watch a Housewives. You already know it's gonna be a bunch of women with drama. Nah, I'm good on that.
Nothing wrong with that. They need love too, but
ain't nothing wrong with it. But you can watch the Housewives for that.
I don't want Jocelyn going. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to care.
I can't. I don't want Jocelyn on my TV. No.
Because she takes every show she's on, she trying to turn it as a Zeus, and I'm not having that.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
You want to watch.
But anyways, though, y'all, yes, make sure that you are following both of us next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Pacific time. We will be on Mizzle's channel. That's Mizzle 14. Make sure to join us there, okay? We appreciate y'all for coming here and kicking with us on a Monday night. You could have been doing anything else, but you came here to kick with us. We appreciate y'all so very much for that. And until next time, we will see y'all next week, Monday. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all so very much. Good night. Bye.
Bye.